In this video we're going to go over the Marshal pistol, which is technically a double barrel sawed-off 12 gauge shotgun, but it is in the pistol category. I'll just say right out the gate, this weapon is super annoying to complete all the challenges, but if you do the setup that I have here and use the tips that I have, you should find success with it. So the class, primary can be obviously whatever you want. Secondary has to be the Marshal. Tactical, I use a stun grenade, lethal, Semtex. Field upgrades, field might. This is going to help with one of the challenges. Perks, flak and tack in perk 1, gearhead and scavenger in perk 2. Scavenger is a big must if you're going for the kill streaks, just because you're only going to get 4 shots with this thing, so you're going to constantly be running out of ammo. So scavenger is a must in my opinion. And then finally for perk 3, ninja and gung ho. This is going to help you be able to run around the map a little bit easier, quiet your footsteps, get up close and personal with people, and just have a good time with it. It's worth mentioning I did this all in the 6v6 face-off playlist. Highly recommend that for any other weapon that you're trying to complete. It's just the best all around, I think, right now. As far as the attachments, really not a whole lot of attachments to put on here. The optic, I just put the Microflex LED, just helps me out a little bit easier. I mean, why not? The barrel, I put the 12.1 inch extended barrel. This is going to help with your effective damage range. This thing has a horrible damage range, so anything that you can do to boost that is just going to help. Because like I said, this thing's really hit or miss. It's super annoying. There's going to be times where you're up close enough that you think you should get a hit and you don't even get a hit marker, and then there's times where you feel like you cross map somebody with this damn thing. It's super annoying. For the magazine, I don't put the Dragon's Breath on just because I'm playing hardcore. There's really no need for that, and plus it takes the effective damage range down, so I don't really need the Dragon's Breath. And then finally for stock dual wield, I don't dual wield just because it makes it less accurate, and like I said, playing hardcore, you need to be as accurate as possible just because everything else is going to one-shot you almost every single time, so I don't really go with the dual wield either. As far as the camos for spray, just get 150 eliminations. This is going to come natural over time, shouldn't be too much of an issue. Stripes, just get 50 headshots. This one also should come over time natural, just going for the other camos. The other camos are going to start getting a little bit more grindy and a little bit more tedious. For classic, just get 5 kills without dying 20 times. Basically get bloodthirsties. This is probably the one that's the most pain in the ass, just because you only get 2 shots and then you have to reload. What I found myself doing often is I would fire one, duck down in the corner, reload it, get back up, fire the other 2. That would put me at 3, duck down, pop in, reload it, and then I have 2 more shots. But you got to be super accurate, and especially if you're coming up against more than one player at a time, you really have to be quick with it. Just keep grinding it out. Eventually you're going to unlock it. It's going to be annoying, but some of you may do it a lot faster, some of you may take a little bit more time, but just find a rhythm that helps you out and just hope for the best, because this shit was annoying. For geometric, get 25 long shot medals. This one came natural for me. Like I said, I couldn't really figure out the exact range that it was giving me long shots, just because it was, like I said, hit or miss. Some ranges would seem the exact same and I would get nothing, and in other ranges I'd feel like I was farther out and I would just say what the hell and try it, and it was getting kills. So for Flora, just kill 25 enemies, detected, stunned, or blinded by your score streaks, equipment, or field upgrades. This is where your field mics can come in handy, and using the gearhead is going to get it faster, plus you can store 2 of them at a time. But the smaller maps, you just pop it down right in the middle. As long as it's not being hacked or destroyed, it shouldn't be an issue to just run around getting kills. And then for science, just shoot and kill 25 enemies taking cover from your multiplayer. Like, again, I like the 6v6 hardcore face-off, just because there's a lot more cover. A lot more people like to be stationary and try to head glitch. The only problem with this is you have to kind of be right up in their face and kind of sneak around. This is where like gung ho and ninja will come in handy. They won't hear your footsteps. You can run up on them, just try to get up right up in their face and surprise motherfucker and blast them back. So this one might take a little bit of tinkering around. I did most of this one without even trying, and then maybe like the last 10 I actually had to attempt to go for, but not too much of trouble. And then finally for Psychedelic, kill 2 or more enemies rapidly 25 times, basically double kills. Your best bet again is the 6v6 hardcore. Just run around and just hope that you could come across 2 people at a time and you don't miss either shot. Sometimes you will be able to get 2 for 1 kill, but it's very seldom. So I mean, if it happens, great. If it don't, that's okay. Don't worry about it. But again, this is where like Scavenger's going to come in handy, because you're going to be running out of ammo quite a lot. So just follow these setups here and these tips, and you shouldn't have too much of an issue. Like I said, it is grindy, it is a little bit tedious, but it's definitely doable. And then finally, this is what gold looks like when you unlock all the camos for it. When you unlock camos for the pistols, you only have to unlock camos for 3 pistols, the gold, and then you get the diamond, and then DM Ultra on it. I think all 3 camos, gold's not too bad on this one, but I think all 3 camos really stand out pretty well on this one. It seems like the DLC weapons, the camos are a lot better than the base weapons, but overall, it was fun weapon, but like I said, could be grindy, could be tedious, but I enjoyed it. I like the niche weapons like this that are a little bit of a challenge. Gives me something to work towards. But if you found this video at all useful and helpful at all, just give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more like this in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.